It is Monday, the 16th of October. We're going to go over the housing market. I know a lot of you out there are sitting on the sidelines. We're going to get you some information and what is going to happen this week, all next on Real Estate Daily. Yes, I know a lot of you out there are looking for the Kobesi letter. It gives us everything that's all the reports coming out. Is the Fed chairman talking, and he's getting a lot of pressure on stopping the rate hikes. Also, we're going to go over a couple of CNBC articles. Yes, it's going to be my girlfriend, Diana Olick, talking. You know that's going to be negative. And Taylor Morrison, CEO, Cheryl Palmer, she's going to go over a few things as well. And Peter St. Onge, you got to hear him. He has a PhD in economics. He's going to go over a few things about the housing market this week. Very interesting information. All next on Real Estate Daily. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. Now, before we jump into it, do me a favor. Hit that like button. I'm going to give you the best 5 to 10 minutes in real estate on a daily basis. Let's jump right into it. I know you guys are dying. Like I said once, I'll say it 100 times. Guys, if you are not on Twitter or X, you need to be. This is where real data information is coming from. Am I watching CNBC, MSNBC, CNN? It is all narratives out there. Just like when I pop up the CNBC online here, media, I actually, a grain of salt goes in my mouth because I have to deal with what they're saying and what narrative they're coming out. This is no narrative spewing information here. Kobesi letter, give them a follow. They are actually gaining more and more out there. Last time I think I looked, it was 350,000. Now they're over 400,000. It's the best daily information on statistics and economy out there. So this key week's events, this is October 16th, says retail sales data is coming out on Tuesday, housing start data Wednesday, existing home sales data Thursday. Fed Chairman Powell speaks. That's exactly what I want to hear from him. Q3 2023 earnings season begins. Wow. We are now in the fourth quarter. We're going to look at that. We're looking back at the third quarter and seeing how good, bad, or ugly it absolutely was. Total of 17 Fed speaker events. Got a headache already even thinking about them. 2 weeks until November Fed meeting. We are going to see this happen really fast. October is going to fly by here in real estate, in your lives. Everything is flying by so quickly. We have so much going on. All right, so this is the events that are happening this week. What are some of the stories? Yes, look at Diana Olick's face. I love it. I love it. This is girlfriend material right here, guys. Just kidding. Potential buyers wait to see the effect of higher rates on demand and price. Well, she's at least not saying anything negative. She's saying what she's seeing on the market. And what we're seeing on the market is everyone just kind of waiting on the sidelines. People who take advantage of this moment that know that higher interest rates is not the end all be all. They're the ones that are buying. The ones that are saying, well, I want the interest rates to go down. Guess what? You, 10,000, 100,000, 500,000 of your friends are waiting on the sidelines, and that's not good because when that moment hits, we're going to see a flood of people coming into the real estate market, snatching up homes like crazy and driving prices right up to unaffordability again, huh? Here is another CNBC article. It says Taylor Morrison CEO Cheryl Palmer on the housing market. We are short supplying this country. Well, the pressure on the world, on housing, is on the builders. There's only so many homes that are built, and they are not enough supply for the population of the United States. We just saw another 7 million come over, and how many of those are looking for the American dream? And part of the American dream is to own a home. And with that being said, we're already short supplied. We were millions short supplied by Fannie and Freddie. They were both saying the same thing. And now the home builders are sitting back, and they're a for-profit industry. So what they're doing is they're saying, hey, I'll build expensive homes. So I'm going to make money on it because they're still selling, but I'm not going to build affordable homes because there is no reason to do it. These slim margins aren't worth our time or risk. And this is where I've said many, many times, I've said many years now, the government needs to subsidize these these builders and have at least a portion at 10% of what they build need to be subsidized for affordable housing. But of course, we are wanting to spend money on all social events, WARs across the world. We can't wait to spend $25,000 on toilets, or, you know, just roll up on, you know, what the effect of cocaine has on bats if they were flying at midnight to 2 a.m. All that crap means something. But building more homes and making it more affordable is not on the agenda because it's not an election year. We're going to see this change next year. Watch. Actually, a lot of events are going to change next year because it's an election year. It's all about votes. All right, let's jump into it. Peter St. Onge. Guys, give him a follow on X as well. Says, and this is, he has every week, he has a brand new video that comes out, and it's again on economy. It's not less necessarily on real estate. This one happens to be on real estate. He has a PhD. He is an economist, and he is sponsored by Unchained. I want to get that out there. So let's go read what this says. Unaffordable housing hits a record high. Period. Even worse than 2006, just before the global financial crisis. In U.S. cities, it now takes between half and 2/3 of income to own a house. In San Francisco, it's 84% of pre-tax. Washington's trillions broke housing with no end in sight. Wow. Peter, tisk. You blaming the administration? Let's go listen to what he has to say.
Mortgage crisis. House. After your home.
Wow.
Income for the house. 9 earn. House. Not make the rent.
So he goes on, guys. If you want to hear his entire episode, there, go on to X, go look up Peter St. Onge. He is right here. He is again PhD in. There he goes. There we go. PhD in economics. Daily videos on economics, freedom, economist. Goes over MBA, professional, ex-bartender. Love that. Doesn't look like a bartender to me. I don't know. So. Gotta give him a follow. Go listen to some of his videos. They're fantastic. Now let's move on to interest rates. We saw them dip on Friday a little bit. 30-year conforming went down to 7.55, which is conventional. Went down about 2 basis points. We didn't see a whole lot moving between jumbo because jumbo's been a complete nightmare all last week. But 30-year went down 5 basis points to 7.26. So we're going to hope to see that we have a little bit more dovish conversations coming out of the Fed. I know that we saw interest, the CPI went up last week, but we also knew it was going up because of fuel costs. But there is a big push here for housing costs, especially in the CPI, that's really causing inflation to stay high. We know that, and it's simply just supply and demand. There's not enough supply, and there's over demand, so people are living in generational houses. Right? That's what's been happening. Or the homeless population is going through the roof, as we know here anywhere in California. Please do not take a drive downtown LA. You will be ashamed of what you see out there. They should be ashamed of what they have done to that city, as well as San Francisco, Sacramento. It doesn't matter. Here in Oakland, doesn't matter. California should be ashamed of itself for giving out money to other causes versus going after some of the social issues that are plaguing us, including homelessness. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you tomorrow. You know, every day is going to be a very interesting day here in the real estate industry. We're going to have a couple of things come out tomorrow, which we're looking forward to, including, you know, new home starts. That's going to determine a lot what's going on. One thing I didn't mention today was that several different investment companies came out and said they were bullish on new home builds. Now, don't confuse the difference between being bullish on home builders and then being fighting out with home starts. If home starts go down, the home builders don't care because they're only making profit. So that means there's just more affordable homes, but it means that the fewer homes that are built with a much higher profit margin baked in. So they're making the same. If you look at home builders, they've been making just groves of cash in the last 2 or 3 years, actually 4 or 5 years, that's going on. But nobody highlights what they're making. They're only highlighting home starts. And you got to know that they're not being subsidized. They have no incentive to build affordable homes. That's what you got to keep in mind. Guys, thank you very much. Hopefully you'll join me tomorrow. You guys take care. Bye.